Hi there, thank you very much for watching. Welcome back to the DutchRC channel. And I have an exciting new product for you today. The box itself doesn't look very exciting at all. It's an unmarked box. But from the title of this video you already know what this contains. It contains a speedboat by TFL Racing. So let's get rid of this box. And there it is, the TFL Racing Pursuit speedboat. Quite a big boat. It is, what is it? It is 82 centimeters, so 18 centimeters shy of 1 meter. And I don't think I overstated things by saying it is an exciting product. At least I'm excited about it. It looks great. From the pictures I was a bit on the fence about the printing, but in real life it looks pretty good. Yeah, very, very nice. This is an all fiberglass hull. It's a deep V racing boat. I'll flip it over in a minute so you can see the other side of the boat. And there is quite a bit of hardware at the back, as you can probably tell. I'll zoom in on that in a minute as well. Let's see. Yeah, obviously the canopy comes off. Canopy itself is also fiberglass. There are already some electronics in the boat. We'll take a closer look at those as well. And let me flip it over so you can see the bottom of the boat. Okay, so there's the other side of the boat. As you can see, deep V. It does not have steps in them. It's a pretty typical hull design, I think. And the Pursuit boat has been pretty popular for quite a while now. I hadn't seen this TFL version with the print on it before. So I was anxious to try this one out. It has a few ridges running along the underside of the hull to maintain pressure, water pressure, so the water pressure can't or has less of a chance to fade away to the sides. That's good. As mentioned before, it has quite a bit of hardware at the back, but we'll have a closer look at that in a minute. Now let's see what's in the hull. Okay, now I have the almost ready to run version here. I got this one from Banggood, by the way, and obviously I'll have a link in the description down below. And almost ready to run in this case means that it does come with a brushless motor, as you can see here. And it's already hooked up to the drive line. And it also comes with a brushless speed controller. I'll have the specs of both on screen for you. It does come a bit hard to see in this view, but it does come with a servo mount, not the servo itself though. And the specs suggest that you put a 3 kilo servo in it. Now I would really suggest a stronger servo. I'll be putting a 12 kilo servo in mine. That's a bit over the top really. It's just what I had in the parts bin, but I would suggest at least a 6 kilogram servo for a boat of this size. Now it also comes with the water cooling hardware. At the back of the boat you see that the rudder has a water pickup and there's a silicone wire running into the boat. It then feeds water into the ESC. After that the water is run into a cooling jacket that's mounted around the motor. After that it runs into another cooling jacket for the motor. The motor mount really is also a cooler, so to speak. I will probably be running this wire straight out to the side of the boat. Motor mount with integrated cooling doesn't really add a lot of cooling. I do appreciate that they provide you with this cooling motor mount. Quite luxurious, really. I don't see a lot of those coming with RTR boats. But yeah, I'll probably not use that. Okay, well, that's the inside of the hull. Yeah, it's pretty hard to show you, but the nose of the boat from approximately here to the front is filled up with foam, and that's very wise. Otherwise I would have put that in myself, and obviously that's in case you flip the boat over, the hull won't fill up with water all the way, so it'll stay afloat. So very nice that they add foam in it already. Okay, now let's take a closer look at the hardware of the back of the boat. Alright, the back of the boat is, this is how it comes out of the box, by the way. Oh, sorry, I already fitted the rudder onto it. Yeah, it's held on with 2 screws. Let's see, all hardware is aluminum. You obviously have an outdrive for your propeller. The boat does come with a propeller, by the way. I'll show you everything that came with the boat in a minute. You have 4 aluminium adjustable trim tabs, very nice. And obviously you have a rudder mount and a silicone hose thing or rubber maybe for your steering rod. Yes, the boat comes with the steering rod itself, and it comes with these mounts for your turn fins. And yes, the turn fins also come with the boat. I'll show you that in a minute. Actually, I'll do a second video about this boat on how to set it up. Primarily for people that aren't into boats yet. I'll give you some tips and tricks how to mount things and how to adjust them for a first one to get you up and running with a boat like this. And that's basically it for the hardware at the back. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's take a closer look at what comes with this boat. Okay, here is everything that came with my TFL Racing Pursuit boat. It comes with a wooden balsa boat stand, very nice. These blue rubber things weren't on the stand, by the way. I've put those on to prevent scratching up my hull. Let's see, yeah, it comes with a manual. It isn't much of a manual, to be honest. Which is why I decided to do a second video on how to set a boat like this up. This one is very good though. This came with the ESC, and yeah, the most important thing on the ESC is how to set it up, how to set the throttle range, for instance. Let's see. Reverse settings. You do not want to engage reverse on this boat, by the way. You never want to do that. Hard or soft acceleration. Yeah, very good. I'm happy that they included a manual for the ESC itself. And the next thing is a roll of tape. Thank you very much. And that is to seal off the hatch of the boat. The hatch of the boat itself isn't waterproof. It comes with a steering rod. It comes with a few bits and pieces of hardware, some Allen keys and a wrench. It comes with an antenna tube. I probably won't be using it, but you can. And this part over here is to hold the antenna tube on. Actually, let me bring back the hatch of the boat. There, at the top of the hatch you see a metal bolt, really very convenient to pick the hatch off of the boat, but you can replace that nut with this one, the antenna holder, if you want to run the antenna of your receiver through the top of the boat. Okay, it obviously comes with 2 turn fins, metal aluminium, probably aluminium turn fins. It comes with 5 tie wraps, and 6, sorry. These are to mount your steering servo, and these two are actually reusable tie wraps. So you could use these to secure the LiPo in place. There's a little tab on it, and if you press down on it, they release again. Reusable tie wraps. Who would have known? Very nice. It comes with a brass propeller, a 2-bladed propeller. To be perfectly honest, I am not sure of the dimensions and pitch of this propeller. It is a dog drive style of a propeller, by the way, and it comes with a lock nut to secure the propeller in place. And that's it, really. Now, to get your boat up and running, you will need a few things. Like I mentioned before, it is an almost ready to run, so it doesn't come with everything. It needs a steering servo, 6 kilograms or up is what I would suggest. It needs a receiver, obviously, and a radio. And it needs a 4S LiPo, approximately 4000 milliampere, so that should get you up and running. Okay, and yeah, like I mentioned before, I'll do a setup video on how to get a boat like this up and running. I'll shoot that right after this video, so it should be live pretty soon. For now, thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you back in another video. Bye bye!